Within Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, the film contains three characters that drive the plot: Batman, the Joker, and Harvey Dent, who have different beliefs on the state of human nature and try to persuade Gotham to their respective view. The film embodies the three social contract theorists, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and how they apply to Gotham's government.
After Batman defeats criminals who are fighting a group of fake Batmen, one of them questions his authority.
What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
Batman then delivers a key line that highlights his legitimate use of violence, because he represents the state of Gotham.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
The Batman imitators wear cheap costumes and pose as a legitimate force when in reality, they have no true authority given to them by the sovereign power of Gotham. Hobbes explains this phenomenon. Covenants without the sword are but words and of no strength to secure man at all. Without a strong central authority, or the sword, laws, rights, and liberties mean nothing because there is no threat if the people do not follow them. The Batman imitators believe they are protecting the state's interests, but there is no central authority guiding them, meaning they are adding to the chaos. Hobbes writes, the notions of right and wrong, justice and injustice have there no place. Where there is no common power, there is no law. Where no law, no injustice. Without a clear authority, people decide for themselves what is right or wrong, leading to chaos, and Batman makes it clear that he is the true authority that maintains order, while the imitators only undermine it. Although Batman acts as a Leviathan figure, it is important to note that his actions are motivated by his underlying hope in the nature of humanity. Throughout the movie, he is constantly motivated to stop the Joker and prove his pessimistic outlook on humanity wrong.
The difference between Batman and Joker's views is made clear by the ferry scene, where civilians on one boat and prisoners on the other both have the ability to set off an explosive on the other boat. They are given the ultimatum that they will both explode by midnight if neither of them sets the other off.
Ultimately, the boats choose not to destroy each other, proving that humanity is not as self-interested and vain as Joker believes. Batman's hope in human nature, which is rewarded in this scene, closely resembles that of John Locke, who believes that humanity, when left to their own devices, are inclined to help one another, as shown by this quote, a state of perfect freedom to order their actions and dispose of their possessions and persons as they think fit, within the bounds of the law of nature. When put in a situation where humanity had to choose between the larger community and their own lives, the people on both boats decided that they could not live with themselves if they were responsible for the deaths of so many. Through this moment, Batman's beliefs are finally vindicated by the actions of the people of Gotham when they have the opportunity to make a self-interested decision and they choose against it.
Throughout the whole movie, the main antagonist force and driver of the plot is the Joker, famously played by Heath Ledger. Christopher Nolan's interpretation of the Joker is as an egotistical tyrant who constantly causes chaos around him.
You think you could steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah. But who is motivated by a deep sense of hatred toward humanity and the way it treated him. This is shown by Joker's famous quote, which he constantly repeats throughout the movie.
Speaking of which, you know how I got these scars? Well, you look nervous. Is it the scars? You want to know how I got them?
His motivation is to show that the nature of all humanity is that of how he was treated. This closely relates to the theories of human nature in the writings of Hobbes, who believes that without a government to control the actions of humanity, that humanity would be in a perpetual state of warfare.
See, madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
This is the world which Joker is trying to return Gotham to throughout the movie. By trying to reveal Batman's identity as an elitist, self-interested billionaire and turn Harvey Dent into an evil and chaotic force from the once righteous and just figure he was, he is attempting to invert Gotham's governing structure and show that the people who Gotham idolizes for protecting them are not who they portray themselves as. The Joker attempts to do this not just for these two, but the whole city of Gotham, by forcing people back into an artificial state of nature without the government able to protect the people from their own self-interest. The reason why the Joker is such a compelling character is because by the end of the movie, we as viewers don't know if he will succeed, and Harvey does turn into Two-Face, But it is only through Batman, aka the state, that these wins by the Joker do not push the city of Gotham into chaos.
Whatever Gotham needs me to be. Call it in.
It is only through the presence of the dominant governing force, which Hobbes advocates for, that Joker's attempt to erode the social contract between Gotham and the state fails.
Permission to treat the witness as hostile. Granted.
Hostile? I see you hostile.
Carbon fiber, 28 caliber, made in China. If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroney, I recommend you buy American.
Get him out of here.
But Your Honor, I'm not done.
As a district attorney of Gotham, Harvey Dent has aspirations of rebuilding the stability of the city. Through his aggressive prosecution of the city's infamous crew of mobsters, he stands up to the widespread corruption within Gotham, but in doing so, becomes a target of the Joker to highlight the shortcomings of society. With faith in the current system in place, he takes the blame for being Batman in a press conference. By doing this, he trusts that Batman will be his saving grace when inevitably being targeted by the Joker, in doing so giving an opportunity for Batman to stop the Joker. His faith in Gotham's system of government is rewarded through his unwillingness to let the city rid itself of its sovereign protector. However, then this happens.
It's all right, listen. Some...
After the death of Rachel, Harvey loses all faith he once had in Gotham's system of government. As Rachel died due to the corrupt cops in Commissioner Gordon's department who kidnapped Rachel and Harvey for the Joker, his new outlook on the human nature has completely changed from a once optimistic vision for Gotham, which relies upon a strong government backed by himself and Batman for its protection, to a brutish outlook on humanity, believing that justice cannot be achieved through the power of the state and that the only real justice in the world is through chance.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair! You thought we could be decent men in an indecent time. You were wrong. The world is cruel, and the only morality in a cruel world is chance.
Although he has completely given up hope for humanity, believing in complete anarchy and no government, his outlook on humanity is similar to Hobbes' outlook on the stated nature of man, being that everyone is driven selfishly by competition, fear, and the desire for power. Because of his desire for revenge, he murdered several cops and mobsters who wronged him throughout the film, becoming an agent of chaos and wrath, similar to the type of person Hobbes warned of, that who enjoys dystopian nature of a society without government to protect them. Ultimately, through his turn from a once noble district attorney into Two-Face, the film reflects Hobbes' belief about the state of the human nature.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? And this is where I grew